Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Miles Sanders.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
21. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Jordan Reed.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Now Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
Wentz on to give to Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Sanders, the ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
11.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. On the sneak is Garoppolo. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
They'll run with Mostert, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One more time with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Niners 10, Eagles nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, make you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Sanders.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he hit
on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 10, and the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
38-yard line.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch, and he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Second down, McKinnon. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
39-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Fletcher Cox.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
3 brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch it, come on, switch it.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17. Eagles 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Get this up past the 45 to the 47. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Is 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Wentz, flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Eagles.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Jeffrey, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, he finds McKinnon, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Now he steps away toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a short return to the 6-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 43. Six. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco,